There we go. It says we are live. I think that's working. Welcome everyone to a live stream on a Tuesday. Check us out.
What's going on?
Yeah. Very pleased to say we've been joined by Jack and Emily, Global Thrifters. How are you doing, guys?
Yeah, we're
Good.
good. Thank
How
you.
are you guys?
Yeah, we're not too bad. We were just saying before we went live, we've been on a road trip. There's a little exciting video to come.
It wasn't a road trip.
Well, we went on a
Didn't go
road.
very- yeah, we went on a road. It wasn't that far.
You escaped.
Yeah, you broke out.
All within what we're allowed to do.
Yep.
Yeah,
Socially distanced exchange of goods. It was fun. So yeah, welcome. We are live. If you're watching us live, please pop in and say hi. We thought we'd get together with Jack and Emily. We were on your channel a month or so back.
Yeah,
now.
just before Christmas. It was good to have you on. We appreciate that. Thank you.
No, it was good fun. So we thought we'd invite you back and get to know you guys a little bit more and introduce you to maybe some people that haven't found your channel yet. So we'll say a few hellos in the side chat before we get going. So we had Morgan in first. Ben's Babble. Good evening. Another distraction from listing. Yeah, YouTube does that. Hi, Pete. Chop, chop, busy, busy, work, bang, bang.
Yeah, I like that name.
That's good.
Tim, Helen, Silver, Triple H, Damien's in. Oh, it's just jumped.
Oh, the Brandophiles, Becca, Tony, Rich, Claire, Peter.
I'm trying to scroll back.
Lainey. It's zooming to give you context.
There was Damien.
Peter.
Pete's
Have you said
in.
that?
Lainey. I think you said hi to Lainey. Okay, Lainey's live later as well. So make sure you go to Lainey, everyone.
9 o'clock, isn't it? I think
Well, there's
it's
an
9.
earlier one. I think she's doing the quiz and then
Oh, okay.
Carla's on.
Banish bin.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to pop down to the end. If we didn't say hi, I apologise. We'll be here all day. So, Susan's in. Are you moaning yet, Susan? Yeah, yeah. Straight off. Okay. Right, so do you want to just say hello and give us a little brief kind of who you are first?
Okay, so good evening. I'm Jack,
I'm Emily.
and together we are the Global Thrifters. That's our intro to our video done. But yeah, we just, as many other people, we just resell mainly on eBay. I know others are on other platforms. And we do Reborn Reworld as well, which is our sort of Indian and Nepalese business. And yeah, we share a few bits on YouTube, and for some reason, a few people watch it.
And we just wing everything.
And we wing it like most things, you know. So
It's a
yeah,
common
that's us
theme.
basically, in a nutshell.
Winging it within the reselling world is kind of how it's done.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
So you said that, I mean, your name is Global Thrifters and you mentioned your kind of second business. Do you want to explain how that came about and where the global thing comes into what you do?
So 2017.
Yep.
We took a year out and we went traveling around Southeast Asia for 1 year. And then when we ended that trip, we ended in India and Nepal, which we stumbled
I think
into this.
it's like the reseller in you. So I was reselling before we went traveling and wasn't yet. And like you realise, okay, there's a few things here that, you know, we could import maybe and sell a few things.
Yeah.
So we sort of trialed a few bits.
That was in India. And then we got to Nepal.
Yep.
And yeah, we
Designed a few like Himalayan hemp bags with this lovely two brothers that we met. And then we went back out when we got back for a couple of months and just really like refined the bags more, and then placed a fairly large order for us anyway. And then yeah, we were hoping to do festivals this year with it. That was our plan. We've done a few high street markets and Christmas markets, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm selling online, but we were really hoping to do festivals, but obviously
when this
change of
blows
plan.
over.
Change of plan. Yeah.
Maybe not
We'll
this
do
year.
that hopefully this year or next year.
Yeah. So, do you buy directly from the people who make them, or do you work with a wholesaler? Or
No, so we basically go to when we go out there, we go to the factory and we get all like the fabrics together and we like design.
Yes. So we work with them, and you know, we sort of say that would work well with that. Obviously, they've got more expertise and you know, times of doing it, and then we say if we can put this print with this and sort of change the shape of that, and then together work together basically.
But then we do have some like trinket bits that we sell at market from India, which we literally
which
just
are
buy
wholesale. Yeah. Sort of the like you said, the trinket bits are sort of homeware goodies.
But we don't sell that as our brand. That's just like
we don't sell that online. That's just sort of almost not cannon fodder, but at the market, it's just a bit of pocket change rather than the bags. But yeah, we love going out there, going over to Nepal.
Yeah.
So how does reselling, buying secondhand goods fit into all of that then? Do you just do them side by side as separate things, or is one Jack's thing and one Emily? How does it all
No,
how
I'd
does
say
that
like
work?
yeah. So I think it's my baby, isn't it?
Yeah, the Reborn Reward is your baby, but I love it. I enjoy it as well.
So I'm like more like the design element, whereas Jack's like
I'll just sell it.
force.
I'll just sell it.
Okay.
And I'll take a few photos and whatnot.
Yeah. But yeah, with like global, it's like we want to travel and resell, and that's how that all.
So that's how the
together.
YouTube bit came into it, because we wanted to travel. So when we were traveling, we bought some bits to sell when we was like in Thailand and that. So if we can go back out there and film that, they're the videos we want to produce alongside the reselling. And just buying while traveling, and just traveling on a budget. So like being quite thrifty while traveling, basically global thrifters. You know, you got
Yeah.
What set you off then, Emily?
I think my waffling usually does.
No, that sounds great. I mean, having a spin on reselling as a channel would be fantastic. I'd be fascinated to see you going over there and speaking to the manufacturers and stuff. That would be really interesting. I'd love to see that. Have you got any videos like that currently, or was that before YouTube?
This is the mad thing. We our whole year of traveling, we filmed the whole thing, but we were too scared to talk to the camera. So the whole thing is
like music videos.
Like music videos. You know,
it's on a separate channel.
It's on a separate channel on YouTube that no one's ever seen. So that can be for another day. But we would like this time now. Would actually like to obviously have the confidence to talk to the camera and talk about what we're doing. On our Instagram page for the Reborn Rewild, there's a few Instagram stories where we started talking to the camera and the factories and stuff. Yeah. But I would hope it might be a little bit better if we done it again. But we want to share that. We want to share that side, and also like selling at a festival. I've never seen a video of behind the scenes of selling at a festival. So like I would like to film that and provide that as well, and just a slightly different content to what I'm usually watching. That
would be amazing. Totally. We've had ideas in the past of doing that sort of thing, and never seen that come to fruition. I mean, we've obviously done retail. That's our background, really, high street retail. But we did look into several ideas for festivals like T-shirts and all the glow stuff. I was really into all that.
Yeah, a while back.
That never happened, but I'd be fascinated with that. So would many other people. I was just thinking as well, the original footage you've got, you could always voice over some of that. And
it's funny. I literally watched a video the other day of someone's I don't know, they drove from Denmark to China in an old battered car, basically. And
they said the same. Like,
they now have a YouTube account with, I don't know, 150k subs, but they filmed that before doing YouTube, and he said he never spoke to the camera, and now he's basically re-edited the whole footage, narrating over it. And I thought, that's possible. We could maybe try and do something like that.
I think that would really work, because now also you've built up a following on YouTube and it's going really well. People know you and they'd love to know that, and you could even do it as like have headshots like this in between and talk about what it's like looking back on it and explaining it. I think you should.
I do want to look back through and see the footage of us. I remember literally we was in Thailand and they had like these basically big bins of these like secondhand clothes and stuff, and obviously it was like so cheap, and I remember just like diving into it. Yeah, I'm pretty much holding Em's ankles as she's diving in trying to get the stuff. So it would be good to find that. But yeah, it's just we love traveling as well, so if we can incorporate that as well, that'd be awesome.
Totally.
Cassie Sads there, that would be brilliant. I think if you've got that unique spin on the channel on reselling, I think you should really dip into that, because that's something we know nothing about. And just traveling over there, I'd watch just for the traveling aspect of it.
We're excited when we can travel again.
Yeah, I'm itching to go anywhere, as I know a lot of people are. You know, it's
it reminds me of my sister Katie and Aaron. They went traveling all around the Far East and all over. Yeah, Becky went all up through India, and through Vietnam, and all sorts of wonderful places. We sadly haven't done that side of the world, really, have we, at all?
Yeah. It's also bringing to mind, I mean, we saw a Netflix like documentary of a couple of YouTubers that went on a journey and recorded all of that. They ended up getting arrested and all kinds of stuff. It was all
they were in a big RV. Was it that couple we were watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. I want to see.
Don't
stuff.
get arrested.
Well, why not?
Well, that part never got recorded last year. So.
Lots of people are popping in. Hi, Mike. Hope you're okay. I managed to speak to Mike the other night. He's doing all right. Yeah, Laurel is in. Oh, Kelly's in. Hi.
I mean, before all of this pandemic stuff struck and Ellen didn't go to university, we were talking about, you know, getting a caravan and going around the UK and filming that, reselling on the way.
We had ideas.
But still love to do that.
We want to convert a van as well. Yeah, we definitely want to convert a van.
Yeah. The van was my first idea, but Nick was like, no, that won't.
Well, I'm kind of, if we did it now, I'd probably swing back to getting a camper again. We used to have a camper.
Because you were so dead against that when I talked about it. You tried so hard to convince me.
Well, here's the thing. That
caravan is the way to go.
Because you can pitch and then you've got a car and then you can go out of town a lot easier. That's the only thing. I would, you know, when we had a camper, it was a nightmare to park it.
Same.
Yes, we had a great big wide Mazda Bongo. Have you seen those things? Oh, awesome. But yeah,
it wasn't a good layout and we were very cramped in it.
It was big. Yeah, had a pop top though. That was quite cool. Anyway, we digressed.
The opposite of a TARDIS. It looked bigger on the outside.
It looked huge, and we found it cramped because we had two of us and Ellen, and a dog. So yeah. If you've got any questions, please pop them in and we'll try and touch on them. I'm just scrolling back to see if I've missed anything. Yeah. While I do that, so how has business been through lockdown? How have the last few months been for you?
I mean, Q4 was really busy. Probably our best. Well, yeah, definitely our best ever. It beat the first lockdown. So our first lockdown set our new sort of 90-day personal best, and then the second lockdown mixed with Q4 was just for us just on a new level. Really
but we feel like our Reborn Rewild sort of has taken a bit of a back burner, so we're going to put some time in now to sort of
we are taking our foot off the pedal off eBay a little bit.
7 days a week eBay,
7 days a week, I want to just slow it down a little bit now, and like Em said, work on Reborn a little bit more. And as we're obviously close to buying a house now, so we need to actually start not working so much and maybe just organizing stuff, you know, which
before the summer,
which seems weird. Like you know, I just want to sell and list, but it's like, you know, actually, you know, if we do buy a house, well, when we buy a house, I need to like sort out like, you know, stuff at my parents' house and Em's parents, and then just stuff like we just need to sort stuff out first. So we're gonna maybe take a step off the selling a little bit at the moment. Still sell, but like, you know, just prioritize maybe.
Yeah. So whereabouts are you based actually, and are you buying local to where you are now?
So we're in Portsmouth, and sorry, I can see my breath. It's so cold.
It's cold. I can see my breath in here as well.
Ideally, it'll be around the surrounding areas.
Yeah. Within the vicinity.
Maybe not in the city. It's very expensive.
Basically, we could buy for our budget. We could buy within the city, but because with reselling, we want to, a bit like you guys have done, we want to expand on the house, whether it's build a workshop or a garage or something where we can work in, rather than rent or buy a separate unit.
Or work in
the house itself. Is that what you mean? Yeah, we want to like separate work life and home life, because at the moment it's very mixed up, and it's sort of being able to close the door on work as such. So that area,
we've been there. We've gone back to it.
Our first house, well, when we started reselling full time, we were renting at that point, and we had newborn child and a house full of crap. So we know quality merchandise. Yes. So can totally sympathise. But I think you're right. If you can afford to get a place with enough space, so you don't have to rent extra outside space, which we've also been there as well. I think it's ideal. I mean, we are toying with the idea of moving. You probably heard us say, and I'd ideally like outbuildings, you know, that I can keep everything out there, and that would be great. But we've struggled to really know where to look, because we can kind of go anywhere now. With what we do.
It's too much choice now.
Yeah.
Barbados, Bali. Anyway.
I think in the UK we've narrowed it down to
okay.
Yeah, we've narrowed it down to a country. Yeah. Just wanted to read that out. Been selling full time now for just over a month. This is Bold Finds. Nick and Andrea, seen you at Ashford. That must have been a jumble trail.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we've been a couple of times. Yeah.
A few times. Thanks for all the advice, which helped me take the plunge. That's fantastic. Thanks for that. Hope it's going well. Let's see if we did get any questions in. I'm now way behind again. Hi, Stu. Good to see you. Oh, man, so much chat.
Yeah, Kelly came in and then went, I think.
Oh, was Kelly gone already?
Yeah.
Okay.
She realised she had to be somewhere.
Anyone watch Craigslist? Yes, I love Pete. He was actually on this channel ages ago. Not had him back on for so long. Love Pete. Such a clever guy. Amazing
his
channel.
He's here now.
Yeah, he's Zahir's bestie mate. Yeah. Oh, here's a question. It's Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Do you want to read that one out?
Yeah, it says, evening, everyone. Question, how long is Emily's beautiful hair? And does it ever get stuck in the sellotape when wrapping parcels?
Well, I can answer the second part. No, because she doesn't wrap parcels.
Health and safety. See, health and safety first.
Is this long?
It is very long. It is very long.
It's very long.
Yeah.
I want to know how long Jack's hair is under here.
It's not as long, but it definitely needs a cut. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, it is far too long. Far too long. That's why the hat stays on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kelly has gone. Look,
Yeah,
Kelly's gone. Let's see if there's any more questions before we move on. I think it's just jumped. Would you guys ever come to Guernsey? Well, let's both answer. Have you ever been to Guernsey, you two?
Never.
No, I've never. No.
Neither have we.
No.
We're happy to, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. My sister went to Jersey, wasn't it? Not that long ago. And they'd had all restrictions lifted. I think they kind of managed to avoid the whole COVID issue. So they went over there and it was amazing, wasn't it? They were camping, I think. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely love to. Right, where am I? I've missed so much chat again. It keeps jumping. Amazon. Do you sell on Amazon at all, you two?
We don't. No, we thought about it, but we just haven't sort of made that jump yet, or whether we will or not, to be honest. But
currently, we are not.
We're not.
Mainly because of sourcing, really. I'm not able to source the amount of stuff that I would like to send up. So I reduced all of my stock, sold it all off, had a few things recalled, and then downgraded my account. So we're not even paying the pro fees anymore.
No.
I know there's pros and cons to it, obviously. You know, there's but yeah, maybe we might do one day. But
I don't know. I fell out of love with them.
They wind me up, to be fair. But we do quite
stories.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we do well out of it when we have enough stock up there. But it's that's for another show. That's
Mike can see you getting a double-decker bus. I can't, Mike. I really can't.
That sounds stressful for this one very simple reason: low bridges. You've got to plan your routes. Seriously, I'm so forgetful. I'd just drive under a bridge.
Forget how tall you are.
Can you imagine? What was that bang? I don't know.
We've got a convertible.
There's a question there from Gareth.
Gareth?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. So,
hi, Gareth.
Jack,
I believe this is This Gareth, we met at a car boot in Portsmouth. Yeah.
So do you take Playmobil Lego base plates and micro machines?
Drop me a message. I'm happy to have a look.
Oh, he wants to sell you stuff.
I have bought from him before, so I presume it's been a while. It's been a while since like COVID and everything, but yeah, definitely, Gareth. Drop me a message, mate. I'll be happy to have a look.
Come straight to me, Gareth. It's fine. Cut out these guys. Anyone having trouble shifting media at the moment?
You're definitely not.
Ours is flying off the shelves.
Do you sell media? Do you
now and again.
Yes. I didn't know that.
Oh, look, Master of Pieces says you're absolute legends.
No, Ian's too kind. I had to pay him for that. I did have to pay. It was quite expensive for that, you know.
We love it.
Good to see you, Master of Pieces. The PayPal issue wasn't really an issue. It's basically a big screw up at their end with these little boxes that showed you in and out numbers. But a lot of people had a big shock. And that's what the video was about. And just in case people didn't see the follow-up,
I saw your after video.
We never had that money sat in PayPal. We're not that stupid. We're fairly stupid, but not that stupid. So,
The most worrying thing is what we did have in PayPal, because that was what was gone out. What we did have in PayPal said 0. And I was like, oh, no, where's that gone?
But there was never really an issue. It was just a clerical error at their end, which worried a lot of people.
Well, immediately you think, oh no, I've been hacked.
Okay, let's see if there was anything else. 250 pristine CDs on Free Cycle.
Oh,
Wow.
I saw Mel, as in Mel back from Burnout in Australia. I don't know if you follow Mel. She went to pick up some cardboard boxes because she's having to move now. So she went to find some cardboard boxes, and there was loads of books dumped, and she's now specializing in books, so she's got loads of free stock from the recycling place. It was awesome.
At least she's got a nice little lock up that
she's rented another unit.
A new unit to put them in.
Wow, never seen Jack without the hat.
And I could have auctioned off a charity, remove the hat.
It's just jumped again. So going back quickly to reselling, you're buying and selling of the second-hand stuff, which is primarily what we do. What sort of stuff do you go for, and do you go for different stuff?
I'll let you.
What sort of stuff we go to? I think we buy stuff that we think's cool.
Yeah, like we do.
Same as really what.
Yeah, same as everyone. Like you buy what you like, which could be anything from video games to old toys.
I feel like we're adapting, aren't we?
Yeah, like.
What's the main thing that you buy?
I do like buying lamps, like lighting and lamps, and Tilly lamps. Now that's with an L because some people think I'm missing what I'm saying. But a lot of lighting, a lot of lamps.
Sort of
shades, Tiffany, lampshades, but also like the gas lamps. So anything like that sort of antique-y sort of industrial style stuff, all the way to Lego, to video games, to I'm just looking around, looking at Nerf guns, I don't know, whatever. But we'll have
pick a mix.
Bit of everything.
Well, I think that's we have tried to specialize in clothing, in just Lego.
It doesn't work. We get bored.
Well, I always feel like I'm leaving money on the table wherever I go. If I'm trying to be specialist, it's like, but I've just seen an antique lamp or whatever, like you just said. It's like, why would I leave that there when I know I can make 20 quid on it? It's like I can't do it. So I think being a generalist just makes it easier to source, and it keeps it interesting.
Definitely.
And it gives you opportunities to learn all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that's why we always say that if we can go to a car boot and without even really trying, we probably pick up at least one or two things every car boot that we've not picked up before.
I think it was quite poignant in the last car boot we went to in December. It felt like a lot of people were saying, oh, I haven't bought anything. So people were buying either military or jewelry because that wasn't there.
Our midweek car boot is more sort of old school dealers, if you know what I mean, rather than the resellers.
People were saying like, oh, there's nothing here, I haven't bought anything. Whereas we've almost filled the van. So I think it's diversifying, isn't it? Like you've got to keep an open mind of what you can make money.
And we were buying a lot of like toys and stuff because there's a van there that sells buys from the tip and then resells, obviously. And we were buying quite a lot of toys. And one of the Jurassic Park dinosaurs, I think it was on. I think it was at the time when we had you guys on, and we sold it, paid 50 pence, sold it for 50 pounds. But none of the antique dealers would have touched that, if you know what I mean. So it's like Em said, having that variety, and like you said, being able to go there and a generalist, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. It's interesting what you were saying, that we get that a lot. People say, oh, I can't find anything in the charity shops, can't find anything at the boot sales. And it's like we never, ever leave without
something. Yeah, we almost make a point of it.
I refuse to leave.
There will be something.
It's 1 o'clock.
They're leaving, they're closing. Oh, we'll find something.
And you end up with a little bit of knowledge in an awful lot of niches, which can be dangerous as well, because I pick up stuff that, gets me in trouble and is rubbish. But again, it's a learning process. I can't specialize. There's a message there about really wanted to sell, but in Guernsey you have to pay 20% to post items. So the postage is a lot more back to the mainland, I guess. Yeah, that makes it tricky. Yeah, for sure, because you've got to compete against us who we've got mainland postage. Yeah, tough. Let's see what else we've got. Hi from the USA. Hi there, good to see you. Sorry if I've missed stuff. The chat goes so fast and then it keeps jumping, so I never know where I am. Wow. Do you guys take advantage when eBay do their £1 max selling fees?
Or the £2 max
Well,
selling.
£2 for business, yeah, £1 for private.
Yeah.
I remember the £1. That was nice back in the day when you had the private, but for business, yeah, for us definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And a good tip with that is if you have a load of higher value stuff already listed, end it and relist it during that period. You know, because then you just get the cheaper fees if it sells, because it has to be something that's listed within the offer period usually. But yeah, of course, any of those offers, try and maximize.
Make a big difference.
Chat with Emily. Speaking of Becky's comment.
The most controversial YouTuber after UK. True story. Whatever, Andrew. I'd love to see a chat with Emily. Oh, you can hook up on your new channel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lainey is listening while I stick my face on. But wanted to say I love Gemily. Is Gemily a thing? Is that what?
Yeah, apparently,
Who Carla started?
Yeah. So on our Thursday Thrifter Talks, 8 p.m. Sorry, we do our name on our thing is Gemily, so it is official now.
I think we were in Carla's chat with Lex once, and they said, "Oh, who is it? Is it Jack and Emily?" Like it was a long time ago. And then they went, "Oh, we'll just call him Gemily." And then
people don't know if we're in the chat. Yeah. So if you just put that, it's one of us. It's one of us there. So.
Lainey goes on to say, I love their positivity and attitude towards everything in life. I wish them luck with everything they do. Yeah, that's lovely.
That is very kind.
Lainey's actually doing a series of positivity videos.
Yeah.
So check those out if you haven't. Buy a place in Fratton.
That's important. Yeah.
A lot more for your money. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think Becky had finished what she was trying to say. So that was basically what she was trying to say.
Oh yeah, but you're okay.
Yeah, Emily is vegan, so yeah, that makes sense.
That would be good. You were talking about trying to do a live. Yeah. Okay.
Does that mean we'll get kicked out, Nick? We'll do our own live on here, and we'll let the ladies do.
Okay. Wow. Apologies if I've missed questions again. It's going to happen, I'm afraid. Good Lord. So going back quickly to sourcing, you've said that you're pretty much generalist. So is it boot sales you source from, or do you use other avenues rather for that?
90%.
Oh, we just love it, don't we?
I just love a boot sale. I know everyone else does. Well.
Jumble trails, like that's that sort of.
Yeah, that started last year for us. Yeah, quite a few jumble trails. We did used to go to an auction. Every Tuesday. That closed prior to COVID and stuff. But we used to enjoy an auction. We've been to a few, but the ones we go to are like church halls, community centres, them sort of, rather than the big ones that are like, I don't know, like charging 18% plus VAT or whatever it is.
Not the ones on
These ones was like £1 on an item or 10% on an item, you know. But you do find some nice bits at auction. We do enjoy it. Majority car boots, definitely.
Yeah, we've not been to an auction for so long.
No, we did enjoy them when we went.
Yeah. That was something we had planned to do last year.
It's easy to get caught up in it, though. You end up
Yeah. Dangerous.
Many a time you go paid.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Why is Emily's laugh so contagious?
She's definitely going to go red now. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool hat. There we go. See, fans. You got fans.
Sure, that's the one. Em's had all the comments. I'll take the one.
Never a mistake, always a learning opportunity. Yeah, going back to what we were saying about boot sales especially, you can find anything at a car boot sale if you look hard enough. And I think we've all done it where you just find something and you think, I don't really know what this is. It's £1. I'm going to take it home.
I like it, so I'm going to give it a go.
Well, you've done really well experimenting with your ceramics that way, just going, I think I like this, I'm buying it.
I'm not an expert by any means, but if I like something, then I think somebody else will too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How bad was the snow?
It wasn't at all. It was like having
Same.
I didn't know.
Same down here. Yeah, and a little bit on the windscreen wiper of the van. That was it. Like,
well, I've settled like on the grass and stuff,
yeah,
but
it wasn't thick.
Luckily, all our roads were really well gritted, so we didn't have any issue. 'Cause we went out on this mini road trip earlier, and the roads were absolutely fine. But yeah, I think some parts of the country got a lot more than we did. I think it should be Jackie. It doesn't quite work.
Doesn't flow off the tongue.
Yeah, Aaron will keep pushing that. It's fine.
Are you allowed to cancel high valued items and resell if there's a £2 offer? Yeah. You just end the listing and then do sell similar. So it's a different item number and a new listing. I've not had an issue. I didn't think there was an issue with it.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah. Try it next time anyway and see how you get on. Now flog it and see. Don't know if it's been covered, but WH Smiths are closing stores at 75% off. Spend 100 and save 350. I don't know which stores are. I think it's only a few, isn't it?
Are they open or is that online? They are open at the moment then, or not?
They're open at the moment. I don't understand why they're open, to be honest, but they are.
Yeah.
I don't know where we could find where the list of stores is that's shutting.
Worth a look.
They do sell like food, like I don't know.
Yeah.
So is that because they're struggling?
I think so.
No.
Well, the last year has been devastating for all retail. I mean, the big guys are suffering just as much. Well, not as much because a lot of them have been allowed somehow to stay open. But yeah, Heineck and Andrea, addicted to all your content. It's given me inspiration to give Reselling a go. Thanks for that. It's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be a shame. I worked for WH Smiths and I liked them.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Many decades ago. Well, that sounds bad. A couple of decades ago.
Give him a slap. Give him a slap. Go on.
Before I went to university.
Talking about auctions quickly. Auctions are too expensive. Well, some are with 20% VAT, 20% buyer fee, plus some add a further 5% for online. Certainly one we were going to a couple of years ago, it was quite eye-watering, the fees. You had to be really careful. So just be aware, if you're going to experiment with live auctions, work it out and get a quick formula that you can do in your head to apply to the hammer price. That's what we ended up doing. And it was a lot. I can't remember the numbers now where we went. Okay. Oh, blimey.
So it jumped again.
Yeah, I just blew in chat. Drives me nuts.
I think we were there.
Here's one. Do you guys ever remind people to leave feedback? Have you ever done that?
I used to. We haven't done it since we have. But I used to have like a draft of messages, sort of like before someone's paid, once they've paid, after they've paid. If you know what I mean, and I'd send out, and then like maybe a month later, I'd have like a blanket message I'd sent out just to check. But then you'd have a negative side of it because some people go, "Oh yeah, I forgot to say there was a problem with it actually," and you think, "Oh, I wish I didn't ask."
Right.
So yeah, we don't do
that now. No. But
I don't like receiving them, so I won't send them.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, annoys me.
It's not something we've done. I don't remember doing it. I mean, maybe way back in the beginning, but I don't remember it then.
So.
Yeah, I mean, the trouble with feedback is so few people do actually leave it, and it's way worse now. When we were on eBay in the early days, it was way more of a community feel. It was much more a social platform, and the feedback was such a high percentage of what you sold, you'd get feedback, and you'd chat quite openly with the buyers, and it was I don't know.
It was friendlier.
I'm making it sound really romantic and lovely, but compared to now, it kind of was. It was a nice little.
Yeah, it's all very automated now.
Yeah, it's a massive multinational business now. It feels so different to what it was in the late 90s. There's a message here about charity shops, do you find that some charity shops realize people are buying to resell and are or have actually increased their prices to reflect that? Do you think you've seen that where you are?
Yeah.
I'd say, well, I don't know if they know it because people are reselling, but they've definitely researched the prices. You know what I mean? Like,
I think some of our charity shops, like some of the local ones that are not, some of the local ones that are not chains, they actually start selling on their own eBay. So
and the chains do as well. Obviously you get like British Heart Foundation eBay page or whatever, and while they're closed, I think that's great. You know, because then the one little charity shop there, you know, can get some money in. But when you go in there and something is the same price as it is on eBay, obviously, you know, it doesn't matter whether a reseller buys it or not. It's matter whether the people who need the items are going to be able to afford to buy it or not.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a bit double-ended sword. You know, it's.
Yeah, I agree. And then so much of it ends up going to be recycled or going to landfill, and because they can't sell it because they're trying to sell it for too much. You know, they're not. I don't think they're ever short of the stock.
Well, it's one we used to go to. It was one
donating.
extreme to the other. They put things out really quite high tag price, and then all of a sudden they reduce it to £1, and we'd go in and like buy a rail full.
Yeah,
there seems to be a happy medium that they were missing there somewhere. I had a thought and I lost it.
Oh no!
Oh damn it! I'm getting old. What was that thought? Oh yeah, going back to the eBay thing. With charity shops, I don't begrudge them trying to get as much as possible. And I think they should be selling online. They should be trying to maximize it. But it does get frustrating when they put out, like, I've seen first edition Harry Potter books, not the rare ones, like £50. This is what it goes for on eBay. I'm like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I think a lot of them, I don't know, this is not a lot of them, but
Just general,
we've seen in the past people, do you know when you get the top, like the sponsored listings, and that's the price they put on, they don't look at sold comps and stuff. That's
when they're quoting eBay prices at you that are clearly quite delusional, it's a bit frustrating.
Not selling at that price, it's just you can put it on for £3 million. It doesn't mean it's going to sell at that, you know. It's
there just needs to be a happier medium with the, you know, with the charity shops, because they need to get the stock turned over. You know, that's the sticking point for me.
Right.
Yes, try and maximize what you can to get for your charity, but at the same time, so much stuff's going to waste, and that really sticks in my throat, to be honest.
We have breaking news on the £1 offer. Cliff reckons, Nick, as for the ending a listing and then using the £1 offer to relist is a breach of eBay terms and conditions. It's called fee avoidance, and you could get listings removed or account suspended.
Really?
Wow. Well, I know myself, and most people I speak to do it, so they've not been too hot on it.
The sell similar is technically might not be the same item. You know, it's just a similar item. It's not a relist. You know, I don't know.
So use that tip with caution. Then let's say that you didn't hear it here. That's interesting.
I would have thought it was a brand new listing once you sell similar.
Perhaps if you tweak it a fair bit, tweak the title as well, maybe put new pictures on just to circumvent it a little bit.
Is it worth
I don't want to recommend something that might get someone in trouble, so let's just say don't do that. Should we just say that for now?
We'll edit that bit out. We'll cut that bit out.
But no, thanks for that. I mean, this is the point. We're all learning, and we genuinely make this stuff up as we go along. We're winging it. I think you said that earlier. It's what we do. Yeah. Thanks for that, Cliff.
And something that we used to do 5 years ago, things change over the years, you know. So you have to roll with the times, don't you?
For sure.
And sometimes you don't keep up.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Nick and Andrea and Gemily. Nice to see you all. Never knew this stream was on. I've been busy. No, it's fine.
Hey, Sean. Good
to see you. Hi, Stephen. Yeah, we're okay. Thank you.
Oh,
hope you're all right.
Peter's off for a curry. That sounds nice.
It's off for a curry?
Delicious.
Chat just jumped. So yeah, if you do have any questions, please pop them in. Oh, blimey, tax questions. Do you guys use QuickBooks? Are you using any digital
We do not. No, ours is all on pen and paper, madly. But we do. It's just easier for us. At the car boot, I'll write down what we're buying.
Have to change, won't we?
Yeah, and obviously, when it goes digital, we will do everything digital. But for now, we just like to keep everything in one place, so to speak. Yes.
Yeah, we are currently very old school.
We're going to give QuickBooks a go.
We
said this last year, but we're going to try it.
Well, for the new tax year, so
Mm-hmm.
post-April, we are going to attempt to switch everything over to QuickBooks, but it feels like such a faff. I know it's meant to make it easier, but when you've been doing the same system for 20 years, is it? Yeah, pretty much.
You don't want to fix something that's not broken.
It works.
Yeah, I think it's just getting into new routines of doing everything through your phone and recording receipts as and when you get them. We're terrible at backing up a drawer full of receipts and all that stuff, and having to keep on top of it and linking everything to your bank account and doing it all clever like that feels like a faff. I'm sure it'll be fine when we get into it.
Yeah. We just don't. We like change, but we don't like change if we think it's going to be something. If you know what I mean, like taking photos of the receipts and then not having to think about that receipt again or whatever. That's ace. That sounds good.
I like the sound of it, but implementing it and changing my routine and how I do things, that's the difficult bit. Changing.
Now we know that we can both use it, because that was the sticking point last time, wasn't it? We thought that we could only do it.
Yeah, we had the wrong thing.
But now we can both do it. So
anyway, thanks for the question. Yeah, Paul, that's a discussion for another time. What CEOs of charities get paid. Okay. Oh my goodness, Sean. We went out earlier. It's brass monkeys out there. It's unbelievably cold. Yeah. Yeah, don't do that, kids. Oh, it's just jumped again.
Andrew says dodgy advice from the hills again there. Yeah, don't listen to us.
Would we ever do that? Okay. Oh, there's an update on it that I don't think that's the case with Sell Similar. I've heard with the two-pound promotion they have stopped the end Sell Similar. It now needs to be a brand new listing with new photos and description.
Okay. Well, maybe people are doing it and now they're on the case.
So you end it and you basically write a new listing.
Yeah. When it's a couple £100 item, it is worth that effort. Like, we're talking £20 saving or 80.
Yeah, I would say, definitely. Like 50 quid and beyond, it's worth 10 minutes to end the listing and do some new pictures then, if that's what we have to do, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're all learning tonight. So tell us a bit about your channel. I have linked your channel below. And we mentioned earlier that you call yourselves Global Thrifters. So what can people expect if they chose to come over and have a look?
Well, we've been going vlogs.
Yeah, our last two videos are actually like vlog style videos, which is not usual for us.
Yeah.
We usually do videos sat here, obviously car boot hauls, sales videos, that sort of thing.
But we've been lately we're just showing people a bit more insight. And I think when a lot of people have been sort of not asking, but
people have commented saying like it'd be cool to see a bit of behind the scenes, what you're doing when you're listing, and like in the garage where we store our stuff, people have seen like the door to the garage, and people that come to, I want to see behind the door, So last couple of videos of that. Otherwise, haul videos when we can, obviously, and then eventually, hopefully, some travel videos with Reborn Rewild in as well, and markets and festivals and some van conversions,
moving videos.
When we buy a house, we'll do a house tour. We've got most of our stuff we bought for the house has been
I'd say
bought from car boots.
90%.
Yeah, it's all the storage. So it'd be great to go through all that and just share that journey so people can join in if they feel they want to. So
it's interesting because as a YouTuber, it's hard to get any perspective on what you do, and our day-to-day lives feel pretty dull and like Groundhog Day. But as a viewer, you have to remember that we're all quite nosy, and what people want to see is behind the scenes. People want to see how you pack an item, how you store your stuff. We see that every day. So to us, it's like, well, no one's going to want to see this.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Our most popular videos is the behind the scenes, as well as the sourcing ones. Obviously, the treasure hunt aspect is eternally fascinating. Yeah.
Quite often, what we think would be boring actually is what people want to see. And
you guys having a moan, isn't that what does well when you moan, when you phone up her?
Next,
email.
master of the moan.
Yeah, ranting. Honestly, amazing. Yeah, have a rant now and again on your channel. It does wonders. Yeah. Tom, I saw you mention media before. Sorry, I missed the last one. It jumped. How can I optimize my media listing to sell faster? Also, when you are selling CDs, Nick, are they all pristine or do some have minor scratches? As for optimizing to sell faster, you just have to have something that people want, pretty much. I don't think there's much you can do with media to optimize its selling. It comes down to price and what the item is. Condition wise, I'm quite fussy, but I will sell ones with light marks on it. Just declare that. I don't have a big magic secret with media, to be honest. I think we do well. Bear in mind, we sell a lot to viewers now, and a lot of the media right now is going to viewers. So that helps us no end. We have that extra bit of leverage with the channel. But yeah, I hope that helps.
Depeche mode by any chance?
Say what?
Do you ever need Depeche mode by any chance?
Oh, look what I have right here. This is all going on eBay. It's all DM.
Chances.
And make sure you always check your discs.
Yeah, and check your discs. Yeah, that's always a good job.
Oh, for sure, definitely. Yeah, no, it's worth saying because. Yeah, no, this is actually because I've been collecting like mad recently. This is all duplicates from bundles, so I'm going to have fun sorting all of that out. Loads of vinyl, which I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do them on auction as a job lot.
Oh, what have you done?
What?
Half an hour later, we're talking about.
Right, I'm done. Moving on. I had an amazing surprise today. I won't share it right now, but oh my God, I was so blown away. I didn't know what to do with myself. So I came and gate crashed your live. Yes. I had to go and tell someone. But yeah, it's awesome. Right, where are we? It's jumped. So yeah, we were just saying about your channel. So yeah, please go and check it out. I did put the link below, I think. Did I? Yes, I did. Yeah, surely I did. But if you search Global Thrifters anyway, it'll come straight up. There should be a link below.
I mean, slightly self plug, but it's for the charity thing. We have started doing sort of trying to push like a charity, not campaign, but sort of charity mission in hope that other resellers can get involved as well. Which I'll basically. You want to take that, or do you want me to take that? Okay, I'll take that. So basically, it's called a thrift in hand, and we want to like build bags. So we want to like build bags for like the homeless, basically homeless shelters, or to people less fortunate. Because in our opinion, at car boots and auctions and that sort of thing, you come across a lot of items that can benefit people who we may just put aside as you don't see as necessary, not necessarily, you know, big resale value to it, but you know, you build a bag with a, you know, whether it's a sleeping bag in the bag with a, you know, a blanket, you know, just some essentials that could really help people. So we're going to try and do one bag a month this year to then give away at Christmas or in December. And we were just hoping that other people in the reselling community could do the same, because I feel like we have that opportunity where we find these items. So I just want to share that.
Yeah, no, thanks for bringing that up. I completely forgot we were going to talk about that. Thanks for reminding us.
I wanted to ask you, once people have put their bags together, what do they do with it?
So our plan is to give them directly to a homeless shelter, you know, or shelter where people would come and, you know, would require them items, or if you maybe know someone who may benefit from it, or even you see the same person outside the post office every day and you think, you know, yeah, that guy could really benefit from that, or whoever it is. And you know, we're not asking people to send them to us. You know, we're not looking for any recognition from it. You know, or we don't want to have a big pile that we've got to store ourselves.
I was just thinking maybe you should clarify that, because I just imagined you receiving all these bags.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, so it's not a centralized operation that you're talking about. It's trying to get people involved in doing something themselves off their own back locally.
Yeah, and it's by all we're trying to do is spread the word. You know, we're not trying to raise money. We're not trying to ask people to send money in for us to buy bags. We'll do our own. We've just said if people buy one item a month for the whole year, they'll spend at £1, sort of £1 an item. You can usually buy a bag for £1, sleeping bag, whatever, anything it could be. And
I know it's difficult at the minute.
Yeah, it's difficult at the moment. But at the end of the year, you spent £10, £12. You've made a bag that could really change someone's day or life, that, you know, in December or whenever. And it's just over a year. That's not a lot well, in my opinion, that's not a lot to spend. And there's a little effort involved, because you might already come across these items anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking thermal gloves.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Socks is a big deal.
Yes, that was top of our list actually. One of those
Yeah.
things. It was.
Ah.
It's marvelous.
Hats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
umbrellas, any rain max, like it's, but then also fun stuff. We've got a few lists up online when we were looking through, and it says like wind up radios, which to you and me, I would never really use one, but a wind up radio that someone could have without needing the batteries, they can have an enjoyment, without having to plug it in or whatever. So it's just fun things as well as essential things as well.
Definitely. I've highlighted this one before. Sorry, Bailey. As you are both full-time, do you have daily working schedules, or just wake up and think, I'll do this today? So in a nutshell, are you guys organized? Do you have plans for your days, that sort of thing?
We touched on it earlier.
We're
We do wing most things.
I feel like we're getting better.
Compared to last year to this year, we're more organized. So
Fine organised.
Yeah. But if we can be 1% more organized next year than we are this year, we're growing, But we do have our own jobs, so like, I might do one thing, Em does the other, and then collectively all the jobs get done. But we don't necessarily have a schedule of like Monday do this, Tuesday do this, don't you?
Yeah. Well, as for us, we probably should have the schedule. But no, I kind of just get up and think, what do I need to do? And I just go to what needs doing. And yeah, I'm not very organized, not very good at thinking forward and planning. And that's how I operate, sadly. I'm not saying it's good, or I'm saying you should do it like that, but I'm not very good at being restrained by a schedule. It's weird. How do you operate on a daily basis?
I don't have a schedule. I don't plan. I think this needs doing. I'm going to do it.
Well, that's the thing. As long as it all gets done, then
yeah,
exactly. Oh, hang on, Aaron. I still feel a little sick. When I saw Jack and his shoebox accounting records, I cried a little. I'll send you a photo of our drawer. Shall I, Aaron?
Oh, dear. That's the only way I know. You put them into months, you got all the receipts and that, and then you just do it. That's just how it is.
Just for you, Susan.
I didn't even realise.
Okay. How are we doing for time? Have we? Oh, we've nearly done an hour. No way. Blimey.
52 minutes.
Let's see if there's any other questions we can touch on. Right, that's where I was before it jumped. Okay.
Well, Sean loves Depeche Mode, so there you go.
There's others out there. Look. Okay. What's this one? I sound like a broken record, but if and when I can ever get my act together and do YouTube video vlogs, my channel would be a roaring success. Reseller jewelry and dump hauls, 7 cats, yes, do it. Honestly, I recommend to just about everyone I meet to try YouTube, because it's opened so many doors. It's allowed us to meet so many people that have enhanced our life. Yeah,
absolutely.
do it, and don't overthink it. The trouble is, I think, because we all engage with YouTube so much, we compare ourselves to other channels, and it stops people in their tracks. Just do you. Make some crappy videos you think no one's going to ever watch, and see what happens. Because that's what I did. I'm sure it's similar for you guys.
That's what I'm doing now.
That's what you're doing now. No, your videos are quite slick compared to what I still put out. Yeah, please do it. Give it a go.
For us, it's the community as well. We adore the community that we've joined. It's weird that we said this before. We were only watching for like a month, and then we joined it because we just thought
we had no idea that it existed.
Yeah, we had no idea this existed until when we started in June or July, whenever. And now being a part of it, like the guys in the group chat that I'm not going to name everyone because I'll miss someone and someone will get annoyed. That they, we speak to them like every day or at least a couple of times a week, and it's like that community that you're then within, that you're bouncing questions off each other or just support, and we had before it was just us two. No, I love Em to bits, I've got no problem, but it's nice to have that. Also, I've pulled your hair, sorry, but it's nice to have that other people with like-minded just like-minded people, basically. It's real people.
We were,
what I mean?
Well, I find on a kind of purely selfish level, I've got people I can go to and share things that I get excited about that they're going to understand. I think it's as simple as that. And it gives me that outlet to say, look what I've just, like before we went live and I showed you what we picked up today, you were excited, right? Yeah. My sisters, they'd be like, and?
Cool.
Yeah. We've all been there. Every reseller, every reseller goes to their friends or family or whoever, you know.
And they're like glazed over.
But this will earn me money. Yeah, well, I've been to work today.
Exactly. And you understand getting that eBay message of this doesn't work, can I send it back?
Yeah.
You understand the stress of someone trying to scam you. People in this community can relate on a fundamental level to what we got, the ups and downs we all go through doing this weird and wonderful thing.
I'm still not sure if our families think we actually have a job or we work.
My nan says that. Have you got a proper job?
A proper job.
We spoke about Lainey earlier with her Banish Bin show, which is on tonight. When I went on, one of my subjects was what people say, and one was, when are you going to get a proper job?
Yeah. Never. If I can help it.
Who wants one of them? Paul, in reference to your bag idea, says brilliant idea. It doesn't go to landfill so quick. Exactly, and it gets an item used and to where it's going to be. It will benefit somebody. I was thinking while you were explaining it, sometimes we go around at the end of car boot sales or jumble trails, and you see stalls where suddenly they go everything 10p. Yeah, and you think, well, there's nothing there I can make money on. But if you've got the headspace to think, is there something there that someone could use? You know, there might be that pair of socks, that pair of gloves, or whatever it is. Yeah, totally. And we've seen jumble trails where there's a stall full of stuff, and at the end they say, take what you want. Yeah. And very often there's little left we can make money on.
Yeah, people get fed up and they go inside, just leave a table out that says free, take it away. You know. And
because we weren't in the headspace then of thinking, what could somebody else use? We weren't thinking along those lines. But I'm waffling. Sorry. Becca as well. That's a brilliant idea. I have jumpers with no resale value, but perfectly wearable. Exactly. Yeah, that's perfect.
Hopefully, and that's all we want. We just want people to talk about it, and then the more people, they all do. Like even if we don't see anyone else doing it, but if they're doing it in the background, it doesn't have to be like publicly shared. It's just by talking about it publicly, we're trying to get people to do it. If that makes sense, rather than
a nice way of giving back, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if we all do a little bit, it makes a lot. So
yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, Lainey said there. I started my bag. I found tops I'd bought for my dad for Christmas. Oh, wow. I'm going to add it and take it to the soup kitchen here. Exactly. And it is exactly that, Jack. It's like just putting the thought in someone's head. Sometimes all you have to do is inspire someone else's generosity. That is fundamentally it. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. I think we're going to wrap up shortly. I think Lainey is live in a couple of minutes anyway, so we'll send everyone over there.
So is it quiz first?
I think so. Lainey, are you doing quiz first at past?
Yes, Lainey.
Lainey, let me know. Okay. Used Junkie was saying there, if you buy stuff for the bags and get a receipt, I think it can be tax deductible at the end of the year if you donate it to a registered charity. Yes, I think you're right. Yeah. Aaron would know. I don't know if he's
We always see that bit on the tax return where it says, did you donate to charity this year?
Yeah.
And obviously we say
that's
no,
interesting.
even though
we do, but we don't know how to record that.
Not as a business. So
interesting. That would be a good discussion to have with Aaron, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, quiz.
Yeah.
7:30, Lainey's channel, which is Big Girls Really Do Cry. I'm going to be over there shortly.
Jason asks, why is our quiz channel stopped? Mainly because it was a time constraint for us, wasn't it, really? We were finding it hard to get the quiz written and organise ourselves to do it. And
and it felt like it had run its course. It was fantastic through the first lockdown, and then we were struggling to keep up with the motivation to get it done. So we wound that up. The channel is still there, and we haven't thought of a new direction for it yet. So it still sits there. But yeah. Okay. Well, shall we wrap it up there? Ashley's put the link in to Lainey's channel. So pop over there. And again, the link to Jack and Emily's channel is below. Please go over and say hi.
We appreciate it.
Look at that, an hour exact.
I know.
Fantastic.
I'm well, yeah. We
Incredible.
really are really grateful for you guys having us on, and it's always a pleasure to chat to both of you. So thank you.
No,
Yeah,
it's been a
to you
pleasure.
too.
So thanks for joining us, everyone, live. I hope we got to some of your questions. We will go over and see you on Laney's channel shortly. Take care, look after yourselves. Have you got any words of wisdom to end this one?
Not really, no.
Not really, not really.
Not very wise today.
Thank you so much for
Maybe we
joining
should
us.
ask Jack and Emily if they
Yeah.
have any words of wisdom.
Yeah, go on.
Stay safe and keep thrifting.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like that one.
Cheers, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye.